Hi. I made a bear shit itself. True story. Actual fact. I scared a bear so bad, it shit itself. Not lying. This is the truth. Why would I lie about something like that? I wouldn't even be able to make that up. I scared the poop out of a bear. That's how goddamn scary I am. That's what I'm telling you. Now you might be thinking to yourself, is that a euphemism for something? You stupid idiot. I'm sorry. No, I am. A little bit, actually. I don't mean to be mean to you. I was more than mean enough to that bear. So there was a bear, right? I'm not going to say it's like the biggest bear you've ever seen. It was like a juvenile bear, right? So juvenile bear. And so this bear was going through the garbage. So I brought a stick. I went, hey! Wham! Hey! Wham, wham. I scared the shit out of a bear. Literally, actually. I bet some of you think that I am joking. I am not joking. Why would I be joking about something like that? The bear did what? I've told you, me repeating it isn't going to make it any less true. Probably. But it is. How's Chica the Worm Dog doing? Oh, she's somewhere. Who knows where, really? I've been trying to drink this water thing. So usually I don't. And what's funny is over the past week, I've been like, I'm going to drink water, right? And so when I do that, I don't need to go to the bathroom as much, which is weird because I'm drinking a lot more fluids. It's almost like I'm habitually dehydrated or something like that. Now, I'm not one of those that says, like, you need to get 2 gallons of water in you per day or else you'll die. Maybe it's 2 gallons of water in you and the end you'll die. But I've been drinking a lot of water this weekend. Boy, I feel better. Weirdly, energy and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Moderators ban every 13th person that says doom. The Dark Ages specifically. It has to be the full phrase. Count them every time. And ban. Lifetime ban. Permanent ban. I want to see it. I'm going to count them. If they're wrong, I'm going to ban the moderators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. It's that one. It's that one. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm going to have to ban the moderator. Which one? Which moderator do I ban? Oh! Well, that's just deleting. And that wasn't even the 13th one. That's not a permanent ban. That's not a ban at all. You're just deleting their message. That doesn't even count. Anyway, there was a bear, right? So there was a bear. And you know a bear, right? It goes bear. You know, it's a bear, right? It's got... I'll pull up a picture of a bear. Just in case. Bear. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, I got it. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Can I paste this right in? I cannot. I gotta download it. Hold on. All right, here we go. Bear, right? Bear. See this? That's a bear, right? So there was a bear. In real life here. In real life there was a bear, okay? So this bear, yeah, let's see. Okay, so right, it's me. Okay, here I am, right? I forget what I'm doing. I think I'm taking the garbage out, and I'm like, la di da di da di da di da. Ah! And then God, that was scary, right? That was pretty scary. I'm sorry, I jump scared you like that. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to get you so good. Anyway, sorry. So let me reenact that. Sorry, I got food in my teeth. So here I was. The trash. And then it went away. And so, yeah. Hold on. Look, I gotta really reenact this. Hold on. Right? Okay. All right. Whoa. Okay, here we are. All right, ready? Well, that spoiled it. God damn it. Well, wait, that. Hold on. Everyone pretend you didn't see that. Just disconnect your internet for a little bit so you didn't see that. All right. Okay, cool. All right. There we go. Just hold on. Oh, jeez. Hold on. All right. Okay. So that was the bear, right? Now you don't know what I'm gonna go. Is it this bear, or is it this bear? Which one's it gonna be? All right. We're gonna play a little game. Call it bear or bear, right? Which bear is it gonna be? Winner gets like 10 billion channel points or something like that. I don't even have channel points, but you'll get them. All right. So bear or bear, all right? Bear. Ho, 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 ho. Ha ha! It was a bear. So there was a bear at my garbage. And so it was in the garbage, right? Eating it and digging through it. And so I went, oh, and then it went, oh, and it ran around the corner and it went to a place where it couldn't go any further, right? So that was the limit. It couldn't go any further than that. So is this one bear image lagging my entire computer? No, it's not. It's an illusion. It's not happening. So there was a bear, right? And then it went around the corner and I went and got a stick. And I went, hey, yeah, and I started hitting the ground real hard. It was a long stick too, very long. And then sorry, everyone that got channel points, congratulations. Everyone that guessed wrong, you will be burned into the pits. Please make an orderly one-lane line into the pits of hell. And so the bear ran around the corner. Sorry, it's actually much smaller than this. I'm not trying to suggest that it was full grizzly size. I'd say it was like, it's like a juvenile bear. So here I am. Here it is. And then it goes, right? It shits itself. either shit itself or piss its pants. I couldn't tell. It was dark. But it ran around the corner and it couldn't get anywhere outside of there. So then I legitimately see it peer around the corner, just go like this, exactly like this. It was doing this. Oh no! And I was like, get out of here, bear! And then I was like shooing it, and it went away. And then it went around the corner this way, and it wasn't until it went around the second time that I realized it couldn't go anywhere. So I pulled a fast one on it, right? I went around, and I scared it from the other side, and that's when it shit itself. And okay, so here's my sneak attack on the bear. Inopportune side of the bear to be sneak attacked on. But bear shit itself and then yipes and then out. Okay? All right, good visuals, everybody. I'm so glad that we started this stream off like this. This has nothing to do with that. It's time to Edge of Sleep. It's out right now. I know I didn't have any follow-up in between me saying that it was coming out in the middle of a I'm back version 3.0.1. But it's out on Tubi. You don't even need an account. You don't need anything at all. It is literally just in the description. If you're just joining me here, I did not just spend the first 15 minutes of this stream talking about how I scared the shit out of a bear. There was other things about my life that I was talking about that were very important that you didn't need to know about, and it's not worth going back and looking at. There was not visual diagrams, and there was not Freddy Fazbear. It was not the case. If you're only joining this live stream now, which I see that people are filtering in, why now? It didn't happen. I'm talking about the Edge of Sleep on Tubi, where all you need to do, apparently, is click the link in the description or go to Tubi and say Edge of Sleep, and there it is. I'm not good at promoting things. Anyway, so yes, I have so much to complain about. I have so much to complain about. Not with the Edge of Sleep, not with Tubi. That's nothing about this. It's neither here nor there. But I have so much to complain about. I have so many bones to pick with various companies that have wronged me. Various companies that have wronged me. No, it won't be a full rant stream. It really won't. There's some good sides. There's some goods. There are some goods. Okay, so you know the internet, right? You know how the internet is and how the internet works, right? Okay, actually, let me back up a step before I start talking about that. I do have some complaints to talk about. I saw someone, and it's not who you're thinking of, I saw someone had a bag of talkie dust. Someone had a bag of it, or not a bag of it. It was like in a brown paper round tub with a bag in it, right? And they, I don't know, had talkie dust. Like a whole, and it wasn't in a factory. It was in their house. Because I saw a carpet. And maybe it was some office inside of the warehouse that makes it. Why did they never sponsor me? Is it because I'm bad at it? Is it because I'm bad at sponsorships? Well, fool to you, because it turns out that all of my ads that I actually get approved for, they have incredible engagement and people love them. You people, you love them. And they all noticed. Like my Shopify ad was so good. Why does no one believe that I can actually do a good ad? It's been so many years of people not believing that I could do an ad. And I can. And I have. And I promise I won't start the ad with me talking about how I scared the shit out of a bear. I actually haven't eaten that many Takis lately. I've been trying to watch my... No, I haven't. I was about to say I've been trying to watch my health. That's a lie. Who am I kidding myself? Anyway, I've been looking forward to the moment where I am watching my health and what I eat. But is this an ad? Nah, well, I mean, it's a promotion for the Edge of Sleep, and I swear I'm getting to it. I mean, you've heard most of it already. It's in the link in the description. Don't need an account or anything. You could sign up, but that's just to save your place and also make Tubi feel great. You want to make Tubi feel great, don't you? Don't you? Don't for me? Come on, for me, please. So it's on... So Tubi has put it on every English-speaking country that they have in their international roster. So it is international to some degree, not completely worldwide because the show has not been translated or anything. And there's all these kinds of jurisdictions and money and the way it works out. And it's really complicated and really annoying and definitely not good for the consumer, much like most things. But, hey, it's really cool that you can just click it and watch it and you don't have to pay anything. That's pretty cool. Kind of like how with YouTube, you just go to a video and click it and watch it. It's almost like that's a really good way to organize your content. It's really not available in Africa. Look, I'm not going to say use a VPN and see if you can figure your way out there, but do the VPN thing and figure your way out there, because that it might be exactly what I'm saying to do right now. Brought to you by, I wish I could be like at any moment, like NordVPN, ExpressVPN, or VPN my ass here, and it would just like get money in my pocket. That'd be really cool. And I know some other people have that set up in that way. I don't know how they do it. It's a mystery to me. How other YouTubers and content creators do their business is a complete mystery to me. And I could go on for hours and hours and hours how I feel completely alone and isolated in my beliefs in what YouTube should be as a platform and how to make content. But also I recognize the fact that I am completely insane in what I do. And I have no consistency whatsoever. And when I say I'll get something done in one day, that means 3 weeks. And when I say I'll get a movie out in a few months, that means 2 years. And counting. So yeah, that's It's not exactly a mystery what it's going to be, right? Takis probably saw me eating Takis and decided to just not. No, that's the thing. They saw that video and they loved it because I was talking to them. Or at least someone on my team was talking to them. I don't think I was talking to them directly, but I heard that they liked it. And then what they did was, and this is no shade unless there deserves to be shade. There's no shade to Ninja. But what they did was, we want to do a brand deal. We want to get the biggest name in gaming. And they picked Ninja. Again, not shade, but I'm the Taki guy. I'm not even mad about this. This isn't even what I'm mad about. This isn't even close to what I'm mad about. This isn't even remotely related to what I'm mad about. This isn't even close to it. I'm not mad about this. It doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? The video that I made about it. What was it? Let me tell you. Hang on, 1 second. Okay, I did a video.
Some of you.
Oh my God. 17 million views on I eat every flavor of Taki. Right? I eat every flavor of Taki. 17. Damn, look at my shoulders. God, I used to work out. Remember that? I mean, it's not like I don't have muscles, but man, I was in such good shape at that point. I got to get back into it. I haven't worked out since I started on this movie because I've been busy every day. Even though it doesn't seem like it, does it? Anyway.
May not be strong enough to make.
No, I'm not going to watch that video. Anyway, 17 million views on that. And they didn't connect the dots. What am I mad about? I'll get there in a second. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get there in a second. Edge of Sleep on Tubi. Link in the description. No account needed. No paywall. Go watch it. If you're in a country that doesn't have it, it is international. To some extent, in English-speaking countries like Canada, the UK, Australia, others that I know for sure, 100%. But anyway, why? Why not? Even now, today, they could. And then I saw someone that had Taki powder. And I'm like, I know how this works, right? I know how things are made. I know that they have to make that powder in bulk, and then even if they control it tightly, they send it out. And I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, well, there was that one guy that made you some Taki powder. Guess fucking what? I tasted it. Wasn't even close. I'm sorry. It wasn't close. So I didn't talk about it because I didn't want to rant about it because no one's been able to get it right because I wouldn't be surprised if they're lying about what the ingredients are. Someone get me some Taki powder. Someone get me whatever this is criminal to some degree. So I guess maybe not. Don't unless it's legal. If it just falls off of a truck into my mouth, I'm the one being attacked. So I'm the victim. You know what I mean? So let's just orchestrate that scenario where that occurs, right? Okay? Okay, but don't be criminal about it, but somebody must know who has a connection to the powder. Anyway, I scared the shit out of a bear. For those that weren't watching at the very beginning of this, this is a 100% true story. There's a bear, and it's not the first time I've seen a bear. It's the second time I've seen that bear, and so I scared the shit out of it. I scared the shit out of it. Yeah, exactly. No, context is crazy. That's the context. There was a bear eating my trash. So I went, wait, hold on. Where is it? Where'd it go? Hello, Freddy? Well, that's not right. Ah, there he is. So I went, get out of here! You get out of here! Get out of here! And then it went away, right? All right. Okay. Yeah, I know. Where is Iron Lung? I swear. Okay, this is actually what I wanted to rant about. Not about the movie or anything. The movie's all gone. The files got deleted. It blew up. I cut its legs off accidentally, and it's just gone. Anyway, the render farm, right? So if you've been following Distractable at all, which if you haven't, you've been missing out on life and a lot of laughs because it's probably one of the best podcasts out there. And if you're not, I'm going to start doing highlights. I need to make a note of that. I'm going to talk about that later. I'm going to start doing highlights, compilation. I haven't done compilations in a while, but I've been talking about Distractable a lot about my render farm. And if you know what a render farm is, you probably know that it wouldn't ordinarily be in someone's bathroom. My render farm is in a bathroom. I wasn't using that bathroom, but it's in a bathroom. It's not really a bathroom anymore, but it's there. So I had at the peak of it before I changed things out because it was so unbelievably warm that it actually melted one of the connectors for an outlet hose for an air conditioner, which sounds crazy because an air conditioner you would think would not be warm, but you remember in Brave Little Toaster, right? When the air conditioner in the wall went here, if you don't remember what I'm talking about, and I haven't watched this movie yet. I don't know if I've ever actually watched the full movie. But you remember in Brave Little Toaster, right? There was an air conditioner. And it died. Let's make no mistake about that. It died. It straight up died. Like this. It was terrifying, especially for kids. And then it's actual, like, the shot of it dead is definitely scarring, right? It's super scarring, right? Okay, here we go. Let's have a, here we go. All right. Okay. So, wait, hold on. Hold on, wait. All right. Hold on. Wait, I don't know why this is the frame of it, but okay, so you got your you got your air conditioner, right? I'm so mad now. I'm so pissed. I can't believe my little... Hold on. Dead. Right? And so that was Brave Little Toaster. That's the only thing I know about that movie. And so my render farm. Stay on topic, everybody. This is an Edge of Sleep stream. we gotta stay on topic, everybody. I don't have my keys right now, but what? Hey, Edge of Sleep. All right, so with my render farm, right? So at its peak, I had 24 servers, each with 2 CPUs in it that I stealthily bought on eBay. And it was so unbelievably hot and so unbelievably power consuming. It was just undeniably, unbelievably horrifying. And it was too much. It melted an air conditioner. It completely straight up melted an air conditioner. And to get those things cooled, I had to have custom water cooling that I put together with my own hands. You want to know why this movie's taken so goddamn long? Is because as a fucking YouTuber, I have to do everything myself. And that's not me complaining. That's me complaining about myself. For some reason, I've got this asinine assumption that I should do every part of it. Why do I do that? Because my entire philosophy on doing content in general, and the reason that I started my YouTube channel, was to better myself. Was to be better and take control over something of my life. Because I had no control before I did YouTube. And this is the result. This is where it's led me. I put a render farm in a bathroom. Because I wanted to have control of my life. And look where it's led me. Anyway, version 2 of the render farm is so much better. Oh my God. Look, I know people are not going to like this, but I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you straight up. I'm not denying it. Oh, by the way, this is an Edge of Sleep stream. It's out right now, again, on Tubi. But you don't need paywall, nothing. Go there, click. If you're in a country that maybe it doesn't work, VPN probably should work. I'm just saying that. No, I'm not losing it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it back. I am fully with it. I am 100% in it, right? I'm in it. So I am in the zone because I know some people are not going to like this. But Mac, Apple Silicon, good old those things. I was not a Macintosh guy. I was Windows for life. But now Windows is a giant piece of shit, and Windows 11 won't stop shoving horrifying things in all of our installations, right? And I've tried Linux. I've tried it. It's just as bad as I imagined it would be. It's horrifying. It's horrifying. Now listen. Now, listen. Now. With a fleet of beautiful Mac Studios, my render farm is running at slightly less power than it had before. It's way underperforming compared to where it was. But oh my God, the power consumption is literally 10 times as less. I'm not joking. It's 10 times less. It is. And if you know what my power bill was before I did this, you know why I had to do this. My power bill, if you remember in watching Distractable, which I highly recommend that, it was $3,400 for partial month of use. The full month that I got the following month was $5,300 for a month of power. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I said absolutely not. I said there is no way in hell, because if I have this in my house for a year, if I have a year of use out of that, that's $50,000 in power. I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to do that. So that's why when I say, oh my goodness, I will take a performance hit if it can get, 10 times less power. Oh yeah, sorry. I can't even math. That's 60,000. Oh, 60,000. Oh. It's actually like 63,000. Oh. Whoa. Anyway. So yeah. No, I'm not gonna. The solar panels did nothing. There are solar panels on that. That number is with solar panels. It's terrible. So no, I'm not gonna do that because I can sell this stuff, and I'm going to. I'm probably gonna open up some kind of eBay store where you can buy some lightly used server. Hey, is anyone out there actually in the market for some ludicrously powerful server hardware with some questionably assembled water cooling that definitely didn't explode and get water everywhere? That was the other part of it, is I don't have to water cool this shit. Maintaining that water cooling was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. Oh, by the way, Edge of Sleep out now. Link in the description. You don't need anything. You don't need anything. You just click the link and you're watching it right down in there. So if you've been waiting, if you hadn't known about it, it's there and it's ready for you. Yeah, no Glauber salt, which people misunderstood how it was gonna happen. I'm not gonna get into that rant about it. I don't need that. I don't need that. But what it all boils down to is that now I after some kerfuffle with Apple, because okay, I look, I like editing on a MacBook. I don't really particularly enjoy Apple as a company. I like some of the things they do, and I like the products. They work, right? I'm not to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna tattoo Apple and Tim Cook's face on my chest. I'm not gonna do that. I'm never about that for anything. But their business tools, I talked about this on Distractable, their business tools make absolutely no sense. It makes no sense at all why some of these things. I swear oh yeah, besides Prusa and Tubi, I gotta focus. Sorry. Stop. I was on a phone call with Apple trying to figure out why, after I signed up for a business account, I couldn't access the small business store. I was passed around from one person to their supervisor, to another person in another department. I didn't even know who chucked me over to the bank that Apple cards are from. Wasn't even needed to be there. But there I was. Even they were like, why are you here? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just trying to get a question answered. And then I get chucked back to Apple itself. And then I get chucked to someone else. So they are staffed to the rafters with people. And they've got money galore to chuck everywhere. But oh boy. The entire experience of buying business stuff from them is a big pain in the ass. Yeah, that absolutely is. Yeah. So anyway, it's not. You're scaring your birds. Why am I scaring your birds? Everyone is against me. Takis and now Apple. Look, I'll take free shit. Hey, if Apple wants to do a brand deal with me, I don't think they do that kind of stuff because I think they try to work with people that are cool. And I'm probably not cool, but I'm kind of cool at some point. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. Anyway. Is that cryptocurrency? I don't know what the fuck that is. No. Absolutely not. I'm gonna go say up straight up no. So what was I saying before that? I got distracted. Yeah, moderators banned that just in case, just because I have no fucking idea. So I'm trying to think about what I was saying. Stop. Cease and desist. Look at this picture. Look at this. Okay. Concentrate on this. I got to remember what I was thinking about. It's lost. I don't remember what I was talking about. Don't remember at all. Oh, right. I was going to set up. No, that wasn't it. I already said that. I was going to set up an eBay store. Oh, right. This is about Edge of Sleep, right? Edge of Sleep. Why don't you check it out on Tubi? Link in the description. You don't need anything at all. Click on that. Do it for me, please. Now, actually do it for me. Because, like most of these things, it's all part of a plan. Even when I say there's not a plan, there's always a plan because I always have a plan cooking. I'm always working on something. And now's the moment to make it look really, really impressive. They might be watching this, they might not be, but I've never actually held it. I've never actually been secretive about it, which is probably part of the reason why some companies don't like me. But I've always been very out in the open. Look, if you make me look good right now, in this moment, clicking that link and watching an episode, maybe two, if you make me look really good, then hey, things are gonna go really well down the road. It hasn't happened yet, even though I've looked really, really good. I mean, you helped Distractable dethrone Joe Rogan. That was big headlines. Lots of articles written about that. I looked really good. Got a Spotify deal out of it. That was nice. But come on, I gotta get this movie done. I gotta get this movie out, guys. I gotta get the movie. I gotta get Iron Lung done. I gotta get it out. I'm so tired of having calls with companies. Oh, is my internet dead? Did my internet die? Am I here? Hello? Hello? I'm here? Yeah, okay. You can see it in Canada? Yeah, it's in Canada. Yeah, it's in Canada. It's as international as Tubi has places. I think I'm still here. I think I've always been here. What was it? I lost my... Exploiting the companies. Yes, we're trying to exploit the companies. Exploiting the brands. So yes, I am so tired of having meetings where I have to, it's like, I've never done this, but it feels kind of like speed dating. You know what I mean? It's so bizarre because it's just like, here's a meeting. Hi. How are you? Hey, what's it? Hi. Hey, I'm Markiplier. How's it going? You know what that means? And they're like, no, I don't know. I don't know who they are. And I don't expect them to know, but I've always been taught, and I've always been shown that whenever you have a meeting, you're supposed to do research about the person you're having a meeting with, right? Isn't that like common knowledge? Like if you're having a meeting with someone, you're supposed to know what the meeting's about, right? Right? And I don't expect them to be like, oh, that YouTuber. I don't expect to be recognized. I expect them to know why I'm there. Right? I expect them to know why I'm there. Why wouldn't they know? And so many times I've been in meetings where they don't know. And look, I'm charming. Despite what this live stream is probably suggesting to you, I'm very charming. Look, I can charm the pants off of anybody. I actually said to my agency, and I've said to Ben, Manager Ben, you all know Manager Ben. What a sweetheart, that guy. But I've said to them multiple times, like, no, I don't need you to sell for me. Get me in the room. I'll do the selling. I'm so goddamn charismatic, I'll make anyone believe anything I'm saying. If I was in another life, I could be a cult leader. That's how much charisma I have. Right? Maybe not that analogy, but it's probably true. And so that means that I don't need them to sell for me. But I'm so tired of going into these rooms and having to explain from the beginning, like, oh, well, I'm a YouTuber. I react to, games and stuff, and I also make movies. And then I have to walk them through and connect the dots to that, whereas opposed if they know, and then I could say like, yeah, I was nominated for an Emmy for one of my shows. I've done some real things. I lost, but it was kind of there. I was at there. I was in row 2. They put me in row 1. They put me in the front row. I thought that meant I was going to win. They put me in front and center. I was like, oh wow, no one wanted to see me on the red carpet. I hate red carpets, but hey, at least I can say I was nominated for an Emmy. It should have won by far, but whatever. Don't matter. I don't need a trophy. Even though the sound guy for Iron Lung and all the other things, he does have an Emmy, so but I don't. So whatever, you know what I mean? Is my shirt pink or white? It's a Go My Favorite Sports Team with a stain on it. Go My Favorite Sports Team? Your favorite sports podcast with me and Tyler? Have you been listening to the podcast at all? I actually don't know how many people cross over from, main Markiplier channel stuff and anything else that I do, because I do a lot of other things. No, Iron Lung's not done yet. It's not done. That's what the render farm's for. I like Houdini. I never thought I'd say this because a lot of the VFX software, Houdini is a VFX software that is really good at distributed simulations, which is why I did this. This was why I built the whole render farm, because it was so expensive for other people to do it that I was like, hell, fuck, I'm going to do that myself. And I started doing that myself. Yeah. Oh, also, Edge of Sleep, out now on Tubi. I wanted to do a recut of the trailer. I have to do a recut of the trailer. I think I'm going to do this where because I've gotten better at in Fusion and DaVinci of like tracking things and placing them. When when you have something, you can just like place something like the blood on the wall from the Lixian bit, where it was dripping down the wall and on my face. Like I tracked that on there, and I had the blood spray and everything like there. So those are pretty easy to do. So I wanted to do something where I have big Tubi signs throughout the entirety of the trailer, right? Like going across when the car is sweeping by, and in the plane, or like a shot of the plane going into the water and then a big Tubi banner just like I wanted to put, and then at the end I was going to redub me going Tubi, Tubi, when it was like sleep, 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 sleep. I was just going to record myself saying Tubi over and over again. I think I'm going to do that, but if I have time. There's so many things I want to do if I have time. I've got a secret announcement for an upcoming project that I probably had an update on that I forgot to check in on. Yeah, I'm just going to say it straight up because you're here and you've been really good to be here, so I'm happy that you're going to be here. I'm so tired of keeping secrets about it. I'm going to make a sequel to a project that I made a while ago. Well, really, I didn't make too much. A person by the name of ML Mako made it. We're going to do a sequel to Wharf Stash, Interview Bot. I don't know what the name is going to be yet. But I had this idea to do this a while back, and I was like, oh, let's put this into motion. So it's in motion right now. There's actually, there's some good progress on it. It's going to be coming out pretty soon, because as soon as all the stills and the renders and all those kind of things are done, it's gonna be awesome. Here, actually, let me see if I can bring this in. Yeah, see? Oh, right? That's all you get. So yeah, no, that's gonna be coming. I think that there's so many things that I can't talk about, and there's so many things that I gotta keep secret. But I am working on other things all the time. Is that why Iron Lung is taking so long? There's so many reasons, right? So there's a lot of things that I'm doing, and there's a lot of things that I'm setting up for future things. I'm trying to it's so complicated of what I'm talking about. This is not the reason. This is just something that's happening in the background that I'm not doing until the renders are all done. Then mostly I'm gonna chuck that to my editors, and they're gonna do it. I'll just need to record the lines and write the script and finish that out. But it's one of those things where it's like I want to do more of stuff like this, because this is what I love to do, taking the skills that I have and applying them to something else. But the reason that the movie's taking so long is not only does there like there's this crossroads of to do the things that I wanted to do in the way that I wanted to do it took getting new skills to do there. So there was a sheer uphill battle of just skills to do that. And I know that's vague, but that is actually what a majority of it is. I didn't have the skills, not in terms of editing. Like I would say editing, I've gotten better at it, but I had the editing skills to do it necessarily. But I didn't have the other accessory skills to get, because when you make a movie, you're not going to get everything in the principal photography days, right? You're not going to get everything that you need. Shockingly or no, you're not always going to get everything you need. You need other things. You need to tweak it a little bit. You need to work on it, and you need to be able to have the skills. If I was a studio, these are called pickup shots, or these are called in some terms reshoots, things like that. That would be organized by the studio, and they would pay a whole crew again to do that. I don't want to do that. Number one, because it costs money, but number two, I want to be able to do that kind of stuff myself. I do a lot of these projects mostly just because I want to build up my ability to do things. And that's very greedy of me to say sometimes, but it's true. I started off this entire YouTube journey by being greedy for once in my life. And I was like, I want to make something for myself. It's not greedy, but it felt very greedy to do. And I want to do all of these other things because I want to build up. The past 2 years that I've been working on this movie have been incredibly arduous, but it has also been incredibly rewarding in a way that I never could have imagined before. I've learned so much in the past 2 years because I needed to. If I wanted to keep doing this, I would not allow myself to go into the next project not knowing the things enough to fix the mistakes that were made, to get ahead of problems and make it more efficient. I need to know how to do those things, not because I want to do it better than the people involved, but because I need to guide them and talk to them in every part of it. I've touched on it a little bit with VFX and like being able to talk that language, and now I know it much more because I literally built a render farm and I'm learning Houdini just so I can actually know how these things are done, and I know how to execute them, and I know when someone's not doing it right. And that also is important to do. I'm good with talking to people and being straight up honest with them, but there's so many because I'm just one guy trying to also live the rest of my life and also finish out a movie kind of by myself. Not really by myself, but a lot of those little bits I was doing myself. That's why I was disappearing for so much, because I needed to focus, and I needed to be able to isolate myself away from everything else and really get into this headspace where I had nothing but this problem in front of me. And that's how I operate. That's the only way I've ever operated. And it's just for now, like the past 2 years, as opposed to everything else, it hasn't been just something that's putting out on YouTube, because that's what Unis Honest was. It was just Amy, Ethan, and I were just like, we're just going to do this. We're going to shelter everything else out of the way and do this for a year. And it turned out an unbelievable amount of content and beautiful memories for everyone to hold on to, and a great message. And it was awesome. In a similar way, it's just not public facing. What I'm doing is just so arduous and difficult, and I've lost so much sleep about it. I've gray. These weren't here when I started. I mean, I'm also just getting older, but so it's just it's been stressful, but I live for that, right? I live for that. It's the best part about it. I try to tell people so much. I try to tell people about it so much that's the best part. That's the best part of making things, is the fact that you are going through that. It's transformative. And you learn so much. And at the end of it, you've got so many more skills, and you've got so much more confidence about what you're doing. And it's beautiful. In my mind, and that's why it takes so long. I have so many ambitions, and I have so many things that I want to do, and I'm so brimming with things that I want to do. I am butting up against the reality that I just don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. But also, there's been many, many, many annoying things to do with the movie that I've always had to deal with, was convincing people that, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I can make you money. And it all starts with The Edge of Sleep, which is available right now. God, I'm really bad at that. I'm good at so many other things. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at this promotion thing. But God, please, just click that link. You'll see. Oh, you don't need to do anything. You don't even need to sign up for an account. It's just a link, and you click it, and there's Edge of Sleep right there. It's on Tubi. Tubi. Actually, I was shocked with Tubi. You can just click on it, and you go to their website, and you can just start watching things right away, and that's really nice. Will watching it help? Fuck yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. Absolutely, it will. 100% it will. Maybe even VPNs. Who knows? Anyway, yeah. It's not on Prime anymore because we took it off. That's it. Everyone had all these conspiracies about it, but it was just like, no, we took it off because they weren't going to make a deal about it. Because it obviously got a lot of attention, so we were just trying to find a good partner with it. And so it landed at Tubi, and it's just been negotiated about that thus far. But you can watch it now. You don't even need no paywall, no account. Tubi, link, click, please. Make me look so good. Ding, ding, ding. Would you do it for... Where is it? Where'd it go? Where is it? I've lost him. There he is. Would you do it for Freddie? And all right. Would you do it for this? Wait, how do I do that? Would you do it for this? Yeah, that's coming soon. Well, hey, if you get, I don't even think they have a top 10, but if you teach Judge Judy a lesson, if you actually make her remember her place, then I'll give you whatever that was that I just put out there. So, yeah. So, look for that. That'll be cool. Yep, Tubi. Link in the description. Thank you very much. What is Tubi? It's a streaming service. Streaming service, yeah. So that'll be good. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, if you're late, I scared the shit out of a bear. That's actually 100% true. I scared the shit out of a bear. And it went a little bit like this. Bear, right? Okay. This is true. This actually happened just last night. I was taking the trash out. Wait, let me set the mood. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Wait. Here we go. There I was. Can I get some reverb? Hold on. Wait. I don't think I have any effects set up on this right now, but this is gonna be worth it. Hold on. Wait. Just go watch some Edge of Sleep. I'm gonna get this ready for you. Click on the link, check it out, be back here in 2 minutes. You're not going to miss anything. It'll literally be me dragging on, but the same bullshit over and over and over again. You don't need to worry about anything. You're not going to miss anything. How do I get some reverb on that? Reverb. Give me the reverb. Where do I even have that? Everything right now is set up on my other computer. Filters. No! I don't know. Okay, imagine it was really echoey. Just imagine. We have to imagine. Lixian's not here. You can't make it echoey. You can't make it echoey. All right, hold on. There I was. Minding my own business. Actually, I don't even know if this one's royalty free. It says royalty free. I think I've played this one before, and I don't think it actually is. I should just... This is going to be worth it. This is going to be worth it. It's going to be so worth it. Click on that link. It'll be worth it when you're back. Just click on the link in the description. It'll take you right where you need to be. You'll be exactly where you should. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean by... Oh. Why is that not my password? Okay. Hold on, everybody. It's going to be so worth it. This is going to be so worth it. This is going to be really worth it. You look really good today. Just want to let you know that. Okay? You look even better if you clicked on that link in the description. Yeah, you're kind of getting uglier by the second, the longer you wait to click on that. Yeah. Actually, maybe you never look good. If you're still here listening to this, that means you're not there. So you deserve this. Why are you so ugly? Why are you so ugly in here and not clicking that link? What's wrong with you? Being that ugly? Oh, you're back. You're so beautiful. If you were just at the link, this is not for the people that are here and ugly, but they were there and beautiful. Wow, you still look good, even better after you came back from that link that you clicked. Wow, that's crazy. Don't mind those uggos over there. All right, hold on. Just, this is going to be so worth it. I told you it was going to be worth it. I think I might be lying about that. So loud. God, why was that so loud? Hold on. Sorry, everybody. Scary. Okay, there I was, taking the trash out. I thought that it was just going to be an ordinary night. Little did I know. What's that? In the darkness. Oh my God. What did I see? What was that? It couldn't have been a... Oh my God. I don't know. What was it? I can't tell what it is. Oh! Is that a bear? I'm not 100% sure. Is this a bear? I don't know. I've never seen a bear. Ooh. No? I can't tell. What is that? Is that a bear? Man, I'm just taking the trash out. Better not be a bear. It'd be ridiculous if that was a bear. Is that a bear? Oh my God. There's no way that's a bear. That's strange. Oh well, I gotta take this trash out. What, my ridiculous mind playing tricks on me, thinking there's a bear there. Of course there's no bear. Oh my God. It's a bear! No, it's not. Yeah? I'm not sure. Yes? Bear? It's leaning towards bear. No, it's not a bear. Is that a bear? Oh my god! When is the music gonna hit? I don't know. Is this a bear? Is this a fucking bear? I don't know. Well, weird. Weird. Something's in the way of my trash can. Probably a person or a dog. Nothing dangerous, though. Jesus Christ! Stubbed my toe, I guess. I'm thinking about Chica. Just, anyway, man, ADHD is such a burden. I just gotta take out this trash. Jesus Christ. What's that shadow? When is it gonna hit? Jesus, what? Music. Hit big. Hit something fucking big. Well, that was a waste of my time. I was waiting for the music to go, and it's a bear. I was waiting for it so that I could. Wow, let's get this. It's not good. Nope. Nope. No. Oh my god. It's a fucking bear. Jesus, is it a bear? Oh, what the fuck? What is it doing? What is this bear doing? What is it? Jesus. It's just French now. God. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe it's gonna work. I'm trying to, I don't know what this, I don't know what's this bear doing? This is creepy. Okay, alright, we're done. We're done with that. I don't know why it's so hard to find. Now that's an alarm. No. No, fuck, I'm done. Alright, so there was a bear. This is a true story. There was a bear. I scared it so bad it shit itself. That's the story. I told it at the beginning of it. So, there you have it. This is a stream telling you about Edge of Sleep, which is out now, available through the link in the description below. The link actually makes you pretty. If you click on it, you become pretty. That's just the way it works. The more you click on it, the prettier you become. Same with watching Distractible. Same with watching Go My Favorite Sports Team. Same with watching whatever upcoming project I have, right? All that build up for that. I was waiting. You try to find some royalty-free music that actually has some kind of a build to it. Maybe I should have searched for building. All right, hold on. If you want me to try this, I'll actually try it, but I don't think it's gonna. Heavy and ponderous. What is that gonna be? It's legitimately is. Oh, here we go. This is under tension. This is in tension, heavy and ponderous. That's what this is. The royalty-free music scene is a nightmare. You can't get anything. Devil's on the Doorstep 1. Maybe? No, there's no way. Oh, God. No. This is a scary bear. Christ. This one's called Dangerous Forest. It's very loud. There I was. A bear. It's getting bigger. Alright, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Alright, okay. Done with that. We're done with that. Get out of here, bear. That's what I said to the bear. I said, get out of here, bear. And I took my big stick and I whacked it on the ground a bunch. I hit the walls and stuff and I scared it away and then it was gone. So there you have it. That is the long and the short of what we're doing here. That is, I think we all understand why we're here. I think we all understand exactly what we're doing here. I think we all get it. But I will say one more thing before I go, which is learning stuff is cool. I don't know where this idea came from that learning things and doing things yourself is not the end goal of creation. You know what Five Freddy's used to say? The joy of creation, which is not actually what was said, but it's what we all collectively believe what was said. And that's just the point of creativity. We're using our imagination to put things where they aren't, which is what Scott does every time he makes Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Just whatever comes out. And that's what goes. And that's what matters. Just whatever comes out. So there we have it. And making things is cool. And you can learn things. But sometimes you need to put yourself in a pressure cooker before you're actually able to actually learn something. So you have to try very hard. You have to work very hard. I can't wait to cut my hair. I am so excited to be done with the long hair, right? But there is a link in the description below that goes to Tubi, my new best friend, your new best friend, where you can watch The Edge of Sleep for the complete price of free. Not even an account. It's just a link. Just a link. Just one beautiful link. So, what was I going to say? Houdini. Right, Houdini. So, side effects. Not the song. Side effects. Houdini. That one. What the? Refresh. Man, this stuff is buggy. I like it. It's what I'm using mostly on the render farm. The only reason I speak about it is because their licenses are very expensive. So if some of you try it and put in the how did you hear about Houdini? Put Markiplier. I might get some free licenses. I might get some free licenses out of it. I'm not saying that all of us will get free licenses about it, but hey, I might, and I need some because I got a lot of computers in my render farm that need a license, and it costs a lot of money. So, and it doesn't cost you anything. You can sign up for a free, they have a free account. They do. If you want to learn Houdini and learn some cool procedural effects stuff, I recommend Houdini the most. Side Effects Houdini is the best. And if you go and you sign up for something, you can get it for free. They got a apprentice version, totally free to learn with. Just a watermark, fully fledged indie for cheap. And then if you start to get more, then it's more expensive. But hey, I bet there's a field that says, how did you hear about this? You know who to put in that field, don't you? Yeah. I have so many things that I wish I could tell you about Iron Lung, about the movie, about what I'm doing with my life, about why videos are inconsistent, but I've said it a million times and I've explained it so many times. I will say that I am actually not sorry for missing a single video. I am not. I'm not, because it's not about that I did any of this for. The content I love to make, but also I love to make what I'm making. And I love learning. It's probably the most boring, asinine thing that no one would want to hear about. But I fucking love how I fucked up in terms of setting up even my network for the render farm. This morning, I spent 5 hours bashing my head against the wall because I tried to make a VLAN. I bet some of you don't even know what that is. I barely knew what it was, but I was following the instructions as much as I could. But it turns out when you're making a VLAN, you can literally explode your entire network. And they don't tell you that when you're making it. I ruined it so hard. But that's what makes it worth it. That's what makes learning anything worth it. It's the frustration of it, because then the payoff when you actually know something and it works and it's working now and I know it. It's so good. And like a movie is just such a big part of it. You could say like, I'm making a movie, but you know how many people are in the credits of movies and like all of those things. I want to learn every part of it. Every part of it. There's so much to learn and that's so cool. But I don't have time. I barely have time for anything. So all I do and all I've ever done is pursue the thing that's right in front of me that interests me the most, because that's a part of working with ADHD that they don't tell you about. Is sometimes you just got to lean into it and you got to chase down something. And the only thing you can do to try to alleviate some of that is by putting things in front of you that need to get done anyway and trying to eliminate as many distractions as possible so that your brain will pick one of them as the thing that you want to focus on. And it's really nice. It's really cool. Oh yeah, the lenses I got are pretty. But hey, here's the thing. When you learn something, there is that point when you're done and you don't really have too much left to learn. And that can be sad. And I have done that quite a few times now with various things. Lenses, I'm sad to say, I kind of reached the end of the road with lenses. With Warhammer 40K as a hobby, I kind of reached the end of the road of what I wanted out of it, which was mostly just the books anyway. I've read everything that I wanted to read. I read another good book that Amy recommended, I Who Have Never Known Men. Yeah, by Jacqueline Hartman. That book is captivating to read. I wouldn't say it's the greatest story ever told, but the way it's told is unbelievable. Anyway, so yeah, but there is an end of the road to some of these things. And my end of the road, the Warhammer book infatuation, is that, hey, there are other books out there too that I could read. Quickly advertise Edge of Sleep. Right, Edge of Sleep. Tubi, link in the description. It makes you pretty. If you click on it, it makes you pretty. Really pretty. If you watch all 6 episodes, you're going to get like a 6-pack. That's a guarantee. I'm promising that. Legally binding. I'm legally binding myself to that. Wink. Anyway, so what was I talking about? What was I talking about? How do you get over ADHD paralysis? Keep doing anything. Literally, that's what I mean. Keep doing anything. It's just what it's got to be. And so you just got to keep doing. But what was I talking about? What was I talking about? No, Warhammer was a tangent. End of the road of lenses. That's what it was. So lenses, right? I have the lenses. I got a whole cabinet full of lenses. I got lenses out the wazoo. I've got more lenses than I could ever hope for. I've got nonstop lenses, right? I've got lenses. I don't need more. I got them all. I don't need any more. Why would I need more? And they're beautiful. They are. And for as long as I'm going to need them, I'm going to use them. So that's what the end of that is. So you just have to put things in front of you. But I don't think I'm ever going to get to the end of my life and be like, I have mastered every part of movie making and I'm the greatest there ever was. And holy shit, I have no reason to go any further. Might as well give that up. That's a great thing about what I'm doing and the creative endeavors. They're very fun. And a lot of people are pessimistic about it because they're like, oh, oh, AI is just going to make them for us. And I'm like, look, I've seen a lot. Look, I don't doubt that the technology is going to improve. I think it's going to improve to a limit. I think that what people are going to find out is like, it's not, I've said this for a while. AI can be very impressive what it's doing, but it's not doing what people think it's doing. And also, yeah, there is a limit to the current, I think the current technology of it. People think that like actual artificial intelligence is going to spring up out of this. Like it kind of can't with the way that it is right now. That's just not how it works. But I don't think that it's even remotely going to be a problem where it's going to be like there's no point in even pursuing creative endeavors because the machine's just going to be able to do it anyways. Like, okay, all right, sure, maybe someday. Maybe someday, yes. Maybe someday you'll be able to like make computer make me a movie about Bobbity Ba with Ha Ha and Jabba Dabba, and it'll be great. I'm sure it probably could be, but honestly, that's really far down the road. Maybe not as far as I think it is, but I still think that's pretty far. I don't care what people say. Most of what AI right now still is just asset creation anyway, even if it's bad assets, and you still got to put something into it. But that's not the point. That's never been the point. That's not the point because it's exactly what I've been saying about. It's not about the end result. It's that our lives need some meaning and the pursuit of difficult things is sometimes all the meaning that you need. It doesn't matter if a push of a button can do something. It doesn't matter because it wasn't about pushing the button unless the button is pushing a million buttons to edit a movie because I'm pushing a goddamn lot of buttons. But it's not about, it is about the creation of it. It's about the joy of creation. That's what it's all about. I'm off topic. Edge of Sleep. Guys. I'm debating between threatening you and... Okay, what do you want? Do you want a threat? Do you want to threat into clicking the link and going to watch Edge of Sleep, or do you want something like, you know, more persuasive, something nice? Do you want a threat or do you want nice? Right? Do you want threat? Nice. Okay, I'll give you the choice. Threat? Okay, threat. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's not a threat. That's a promise. Fuck you. Click the link. Man, that was not my best work. That was not my best. Both. Okay, a nice threat. Hey, I'm gonna kill you. If you don't click on that link, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. If you don't click on that link, hey, I'm gonna kill you. You look really good for the day that you're going to die if you don't click on that link. You know, your breath smells good for an impending corpse. I bet that's going to smell way worse than you do right now. I think you're just as pretty on the inside as you are on the outside. And I'm going to find out if you don't click that link. All right? Okay, cool. You know, gravity's a funny thing. If you don't click on that link, I think you're going to find just how funny it can be. That's better, worse, way worse. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Let's see. There's been a bear. I have a render farm, lenses. I want to learn Korean. Gnarly. Listen to a lot of gnarly. You guys heard gnarly yet? I don't think the song's very good. But it's stuck in my head. And I can't get it out. Yeah, gnarly. Anyway, link, please. Edge of Sleep, please. Just maybe you're going to wait until the end of this stream and you're going to think there's got to be something funny and a big finish to the stream. Markiplier, he's got something, right? I don't. I got nothing. I don't know what I'm going to do when I go into these live streams. I don't know what's going to happen when I hit the button to go stream. I don't know. I never know. But hey, I do know. Did I put the link in the description? Is it there? Does it work? Okay, it is there. That wasn't a ploy to get you to look. I legitimately was not sure if I actually hit save when I put it in there. And I wasn't sure if I was just ignoring chat the whole time and I didn't know about it. Anyway, so please, before I embarrass myself further, did somebody say bear? I don't know. Link in the description. Tubi. Edge of Sleep available now. If you didn't get a chance to watch it when it was on Prime, fuck those guys, am I right? I'm sorry if I ever do it. Fuck them. So, hey, why don't you check it out? On Tubi, my new best friend, until they betray me. And then they're dead to me. Just like you'll be dead to me if you don't click that link. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.